So, story time, guys. This is a crazy one. Crazy story. Alright, so about how long was it? Like, was I pregnant yet? No, I wasn't pregnant yet. So almost 2 years ago, about 2 years ago, I had started a credit business. I was helping people fix their credit, and then a guy that knew me from a while back, like I guess he knew me from somebody, he texts me, right, on Facebook, and he's like, hey, I'm trying to get my credit fixed, anyway we can meet up and we can talk about it. I'm like, sure. So we met at a public area. I brought my mom with me. We met up at Dunkin'. We're the exact place that I'm going right now. So we met up at Dunkin' Donuts, right? And then one offer available. All right, so we met up at Dunkin'. We talked about his credit, what we could do to fix his credit, what he can start doing, stuff like that. So, mind you, it was a free consultation, right? It was free. I didn't want any money for it. He insists on giving me $60 for taking up my time, even though I kept saying, I don't want your $60, or whatever. So he puts it in my bag. So, days go by. I got the money from him, whatever he put in my purse. Days go by. He gets the stuff he needed for his credit. He's like, can we meet back up at Dunkin'? Okay, let's meet back up at Dunkin'. I'm gonna edit all these out. My mom's in the car. I'm in there with him. Off rip, instead of him talking about credit, about what we were supposed to be talking about, he starts talking about asking me, do I want to be his girlfriend? And I'm like, no, I'm okay, just brushing him off a little, like, no, I'm not looking for nobody right now, and this and that. Then he starts saying that he'll pay me money, and I'm like, I'm all set. I don't want your money. He was like, first he said 600, and he was like 1,500, and I was like, no, I'm good. Like, kept telling him, like, no, I'm good. And then I realized he didn't want anything. He didn't want to fix his credit. He didn't want us to do anything with his credit. He just wanted to try to get with me or whatever, and or get some ASS. So anyways, so after I turned him down, he asked, who's in the car? Who's that lady in the car with you? And I'm like, that's my mom. So he asked $1,500 if my mom will let him suck her toes. $1,500.
I thought about it.
I thought about it too, shoot, cause I was like, hold up, 1,500. So after I completely turned him down and was like, nah, I'm good. Then matter of fact, can't go to Dollar Tree, but I'm gonna go to the other one. So yeah, so after we completely turned him down, like, no, definitely not sucking my mom's toes. No, you're just a straight weirdo for this one. So so months go by, I don't talk to the dude, he don't ask nothing about his credit. But remember at the beginning of the story, he put that $60 in my purse. He writes me on Facebook, and he's like, I need my $60 back. Mind you, I spent that months ago. He's like, I need my $60 back. And at this time, all right, I had stopped doing the credit business. And I was broke my days off. And he was like, I need my $60 back. And I'm like, I didn't tell you to give me the $60. You insisted. You put it in my purse. You like, I didn't tell you to give it to me. So then he starts blowing on my phone. And I'm just like, yo, I had to block him on everything. I seen him at one point. I seen him at the gas station. Like, I got out and he was like right behind me. And he was like, you still scam. He was like yelling, like, you still scamming people for credit?
Oh my God.
Oh my. And I was like, what is he doing? He's just screaming. It's just in the gas station. People just looking at us, and I'm like, yo, is this dude stalking me? So I had to bring the hood out of me, and I had to go ham on him and literally cuss him out, and I never heard nothing else after that. So that was a weird, crazy story.
Yeah.
Some random dude that probably knew me from when I was a teenager walking somewhere wanted to suck my toes and wanted to suck my mom's toes and offered to give us $1,500.
$750 a piece.
No, $1,500 a piece. Like if you let him, if you was to let him, he was letting $1,500. But obviously, it was somewhere. Even with that was kind of weird because $1,500. But then you're a couple months later, you're basically blowing my phone up about $60 because he said he need to put gas in his car.
Yeah.
If I would have had at that time, I didn't even have the 60 anymore. That it been gone months ago. I spent that, and I was going through a situation. I didn't have no money. So if I would have had that 60, I would have given it right back to him. But I didn't have it. So I'm like, I mean, you gave it to me. I didn't tell you to give it to me. You put it in my purse, and
like once it's in my purse, that's it.
Right, like
you get nothing back.
He was like,
I did have it.
That is so unprofessional. I'm like, what you did was unprofessional.
Right.
It's like, yeah, that was a quick little story for you guys.